Okay, I think we're live, hopefully. And I think the lighting is pretty good too. So welcome everyone to my live stream. I know it's been a minute. Well, actually, not that long, right? It's been like a week. Hope everyone has been having a magnificent start to the week. And I really do hope that everyone had a wonderful time with all of their family. Now, I will say, I'm really excited because check this out. I do have the new iPad mini right here. So this is what the iPad mini 7, I think is what it is. And notice though that this is the LTE version. So you can see the LTE bands right running across the top right here. They're also on the top. You do also have 2 antenna bands down here. And of course, that helps a lot with the LTE capabilities. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of my favorite Apple products outside of AirPods. This is it right here, because just look at how palmable this is. You know what I mean? Like, you can use this for so many different things. And then especially once you pair this up with the Apple Pencil Pro, forget about it. So I do see that we already have a somewhat active chat. Let's see who we have right here. We have Aaron Wolfrick saying, I will be here Sunday, fun day, work day. Yes, it has also been a very busy day for me as well. Now, mind you guys, my life for the past 3 days has revolved a lot around technology. In that, I mean that I have been at AT&T at work, and it has been Black Friday, obviously, and I had just been slugging iPads. I've been slugging iPhones, Samsung devices, literally everything under the sun in terms of phones that you can think of. However, what I do love about the company that I work for is that we are unionized, and so, baby, you better believe we had that 2.5 times pay. So, 2.5x on Friday was wonderful, and yeah, over the weekend I just put in a lot of overtime. But throughout that, I was able to get my iPad mini. And what's really cool is I also have a kind of like an anti-glare screen protector. If you guys have seen any of those, it adds a little bit of texture to the display, which I really like. It's not necessarily as glossy or as smooth as just like your regular tempered glass. It gives it kind of like a really nice texture to it, especially when you're writing. It kind of makes it seem more so like paper, if you will, but not exactly. But I do love that I have that anti-glare screen protector that I bought online through Amazon. I don't remember exactly where, but whenever I review this, which should be within this week, just because it's already here, that will be a good time. Now, another thing is that I finally received my titanium Apple Watch Series 10, which is what I was waiting for to go ahead and continue you know, I got a text message here real quick from Vicente. Vicente, are you on here? Hold on, let me check. Because I know that Vicente and I were going to talk a little bit about Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, XPR, and a few other coins. But anyway, I was going to say, I was really excited to get this in the mail. And the anti-glare is just really nice on it. Also, let me be another nerd, right? A different kind of nerd, and show you guys. That's right. Look, let me show you guys what I recently got. I know Vicente will be excited about this because he was playing Pokemon recently. But look who we got. We got the shiny Regieleki, and we nicknamed him Mr. Greedy. If anyone watches those videos on TikTok, it's like of this like Indian group of like, I guess, younger guys and then middle-aged guys, but they kind of like have games and whatnot. So Mr. Greedy is one of the contestants on that TikTok. I know it sounds weird, but it's very fascinating and very intriguing to watch these kids play games, and whenever they win like a prize, and that prize is like a burger or something. Like it's fascinating. So anyway, when Mr. Greedy, one of the contestants, he fucking, oh sorry, I probably shouldn't cuss, so I have maybe 3 more cuss words left. But man, he cashed a whole 3-pointer in one of the matches, and the second that he cashed that three-pointer shooting some hoops is when I received the sparkle for Mr. Greedy. So I decided it was only right to nickname him that. Look, let's see what else I got. I hatched this little Farfetch'd right here. Galarian, of course. This is not the regular Farfetch'd. We do have Jinzo, a.k.a. Regidrago. So he was the first one that I got. And he's an extra small. And what's cool is I got this one in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I was with my family over the Thanksgiving holiday. So I was able to get this while I was with them. But yeah, and then I have, and then check this out. The shiny Gigantamax Toxtricity, yeah. So this is a really cool one that I got as well. I'm very proud of that one. Pagey, this is named after my coworker at work, whom loves me, and I love him in return. I hope he's watching right now. If he's not, then damn, I'm gonna call him out tomorrow at work. I also wanted to show you guys this one. Don Boutique is one of my favorite ones. I got this one in Uruguay, as you can see right there, Montevideo, Uruguay, and I nicknamed him after the hotel I was staying at. It was called Don Boutique. But anyway, okay, enough about the iPad mini because you guys are just gonna have to wait and see the review for this. Again, I am really going to glorify it. Call it glazing if you want, but I am going to glaze the hell out of the iPad mini. It's one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. And then like I told you guys, it has a line active on it right now thanks through my job. So now, wherever I go, this is probably going to sit in my car for a lot. Then that way, if I ever go downtown or if I ever want to play Pokemon Go with my friends and family, I know that I will have this. So I'm really excited. And just so that I can show you guys, this is the new one. And then right here, this was my old iPad mini. So I have both, of course. I don't know what I'm going to do with the old one, but I'm more than likely going to sell it on eBay, I think. I don't know. I'm still going to keep it for a while because I'm going to want to do some like comparison tests, of course, on it and everything. But as you can tell, the difference is that this is a Wi-Fi only model. Notice that the bars aren't there at the top, right? So on the iPad mini Wi-Fi, this one, you don't have those bars. And then on the new iPad mini 7th generation, I think we're on the 7th generation. Let me check the settings to make sure. iPad mini A17 Pro. So that's what it says. But anyway, yeah. Really excited about this product. It's literally one of my favorite Apple products of all time. And the fact that it has a line on it, like an unlimited, data line, is just wonderful. I can take it on the go and then just be able to enjoy all of the perks of having a mini little iPad just everywhere that you go. So I'm really excited about that. Let me go ahead and start catching up here. Kayla C with waving the hands. Hello, Kayla. Nice to see you here on the live stream. Jenna Rose saying, woo, woo. Actually, Jenna making an appearance after what seems like years. Jenna, where have you been? Thanks for making it back to the live streams. We also have Vicente, our very beloved moderator, saying, primo hermano, which for anyone asking, that means first cousins. So that means that Vicente considers me his first cousin, even though we are not related. I know, kind of crazy. That's the love and bond that we have for each other. Vicente also says, looking sharp as ever, man. Thank you, man. So speaking of looking sharp, you just upped my motivation a lot, or rather my confidence, because I'm in like this weird transitionary phase with hair. I'm sure everyone has gone through this period at least once or so in their life. So I decided to switch up my hairstyle. Of course, I do it every 3-ish years. Just always am willing to try new things. I'm just someone, I do embrace change, right? And I think that's why a lot of my beliefs are more so on the progressive end of the spectrum, because I do embrace change, and I know that change is inevitable. So anyway, instead of slicking the hair back, I'm going to let this grow out, get nice, curly, and wavy. I'm going to add some texture powder, because remember, my barber is my little brother, so he's literally going to put me on game 100%. He's going to tell me what to order, and if possible, he might be able to get me stuff at a discount, right? That'd be really nice. But thank you, Vicente, for complimenting me. That means a lot to me. Adro saying, what up, legend? Adro, or Adro, am I saying that right? I haven't seen you here on the lives here in a while, so thank you for the shout out. Also, my boy Juan Remes, was good, family? Was good, my boy. Hopefully you've been doing good. Did anyone see the Liverpool and Manchester City game earlier today, or the Real Madrid game? I just want to throw that out there because I know my boy Juan, he plays a lot of soccer, and he actually has a soccer academy, a goalkeeping academy to be specific. So my boy out here is making moves, and I just thought about soccer by looking at your message there, Mr. Juan, mi tocayo. So hopefully you've been doing good, man. I've been great. Fever Ray, whom I've not seen in a while, very excited to see Fever Ray on here, was just watching reviews on iPad mini before hopping on here. I know. So again, the Black Friday holiday really consumed a bunch of my time, but thankfully this upcoming week I have a lot more free time, and so one of my things that I'm going to review this week is going to be the iPad mini. Also, I wanted to show you guys, which was on the title of this live stream, look what I have right here. Now I have all the other ones in the living room. I just forgot to bring them in. But check it out, man. I'm gonna make this the thumbnail. Hold on, of this live stream. Let me do a little. Yes, sir. It's almost like you're doing kind of like you know, with the cash. You know, when you do the little like you fan it. You're fanning your wad of cash. Well, I'm fanning my bands right now. So of course these are gonna be the new sport bands, and this is long overdue. I know. However, this year in 2024, I did go on a trip to South America, and lifing as it usually does, Black Friday and whatnot. But oh baby, it's December, and this is the best month of the year for me, at least in terms of my job, in terms of uploading videos, because not only I see it more so as a way to get new viewers onto the channel more so than the money, right? So of course, as some of you guys know, I mean, this channel is a part of the YouTube monetization partner program. So this channel, we do make money off of the ads that we place on the videos. But, I mean, it's a minuscule amount compared to, like, the great, like, MKBHD, who did come under fire recently. If anyone wants to talk about MKBHD's blunders, I'm here for it. I guess kind of as a spoiler, the biggest tech channel on the internet was reviewing, like, some kind of Lamborghini. I don't even know if it's a smart car or if he was just flexing or whatnot. But he I love MKBHD. Literally, he's one of the reasons why I'm up here. He's one of the reasons why I decided to get into the tech space on YouTube. But he had a Lamborghini review video, and he had a segment of the video. It was just a small little clip. It was like 8 seconds long. But he was going through like this neighborhood at like 93 miles per hour within a 35 mile per hour posted zone. And on top of that, you had like the children crossing like slow down signs, right? And it's controversial because he knew he was doing something bad, right? Because he blurred the speedometer in the video. However, I don't know how it went past his editing team, how it went past him, but that certain Lamborghini basically has what's called a HUD, an HUD, or a heads-up display, right? And that heads-up display is basically just, it'll like, it's like the speedometer, but on the passenger side, right? And so on the passenger side, that HUD, that HUD, was showing his speed in real time, and he was hitting 93 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone. Now, the question is, why? Why did he do this? It was stupid. I don't know if he was trying to flex or whatnot, but I, at my 29 years of age, think that that's extremely irresponsible. Obviously, we've all sped before, right? We've all sped. I'm not going to come out here and say that I'm a saint because I've sped before. However, once I got slapped with a $550 speeding ticket because I went like 14 miles above the speed limit, now I've toned it down a lot more. Trust me. Anyone who knows me personally and knows how I drive, I take about, okay, so this is actually my dad and me, right? My dad growing up said that in the city, right? So we're talking 25 to 35 miles per hour. You should keep at least 2 cars distance away from, you know, whoever's in front of you. That way, in the event that they ever have to slam on their brakes by accident, then you'll be able to come to a complete stop. Now, of course, at 25 to 35 miles per hour, I promise you, if you slam on your brakes, you'll almost immediately come to a resting stop. Then he said outside of it, so basically like if you're on highways or if you're on busy roads, and let's just say that the speed limit is anywhere from 45 to 55, he said you should take 3 to 4 car lengths away from the car in front of you. Again, because when you're traveling that fast, and if you try to slam your brakes, it's going to take you longer to come to a complete stop. And then finally, he always said on the expressway, you want at least 6+ car distances away if there's not heavy traffic. That way, sometimes people are flying at 80 miles per hour, and that just gives you ample time to be able to react. You know what I mean? So anyway, my whole point with this is I don't get why he did that. I really don't know. But he's also had a few other blunders. For example, recently, or actually I think it was last year, MKBHD came out with a wallpaper app. Sounds great, right? Like, awesome. We can share wallpapers here and whatnot, and we can download them, and nice. Like, we can have some nice 4K ultra high quality wallpapers. The thing is that Mr. MKBHD was trying to charge an exorbitant amount of money on an annual basis for said wallpaper app. So it rubbed a lot of people off the wrong way, because it's just like, how are you gonna sell your audience on wallpapers? Like, are you kidding me? I want to say that the yearly plan was like $200 or $150 or something like that for wallpapers. Like, think about it. Like, there's other things that most Americans, and then of course I know I have some international viewers, actually a lot of international viewers, but everyone, has been suffering from inflation, even though it's coming down here in the States or whatnot. But things are expensive. The last thing that people want is a wallpaper subscription that is costing you nearly $200 a year. So anyway, rant over on MKBHD. I don't know how we got to this point. I really need to catch up. So, Jenna, girl, no one else has those monster hands. Wait, what? Girl, no one else has those monster hands. Jenna, are you talking to me, Jenna? And then we have Miss History Buff. Hi, Juan. I bought my 12-year-old granddaughter by request the iPad 10 with the also requested Apple Pencil. She's lucky to have a techie grandma. That is so cool, Miss History Buff. The iPad 10, I have it right over here. It's just right out of frame. Mine is a gold one. It's the yellow one. And I like the 10th generation a lot. It's a great value. It's pretty cheap nowadays. And it's the full screen display and everything like that. And especially if you can get a line on it, it's the unlimited line on the tablets that really elevate it. But I always say you shouldn't get a line on your tablets through your provider if you don't intend to use the tablet in that way. It's a perfect win-win scenario if, like, say you're a student or maybe you have a hobby that requires you to be on the go with a tablet and you have a connected line, or maybe you are fully willing to pay for mobile data on your iPad. In that case, it's a wonderful way to get the best of both worlds of your iPad. And then best yet, a lot of carriers like who I work for, AT&T, a lot of the times they're basically going to subsidize the cost of the tablet through promotions. So, like, for example, if you sign up with their service again through another upgrade and, there's a 36-month installment, then they may offer you an iPad for like 99 cents or $3 or $5, whatever the promotion is. And in those instances, it's actually pretty good. Kayla C with the laughing face. Jenna, so sweet, Miss History Buff. I know. We do also have Mr. Carlos Delgado, who he is the genius who put me behind MSRT. Now, let's talk a little bit about stocks, because actually I need to review a little bit of the price action that's happening right now after hours, or rather during the 24-hour market. So it's Sunday, and at 8... So Sundays at 8 p.m. is when futures open up for stocks, but everything seems to be flat. I mean, Tesla is up 2% in the 24-hour market. Let me see if I see anything noticeable. Everything else is pretty much flat, so there's really not that much action going on. MSTR is up 3%. It's nearly at $400 a share. Bitcoin is what I also wanted to highlight. Bitcoin is at 97,650 odd whatever. Well, 97,600 now and $61 per coin. And this is inevitable. I mean, Bitcoin is going to hit that psychological level of $100,000 per Bitcoin. And I just want to say, I think the psychology of investing is so fascinating, because it wasn't even 2 years ago where Bitcoin reached a low of $16,000 per coin. And that's when everyone and their mom was like, okay, Bitcoin was a scam. We all got finessed. Like, this isn't going anywhere, right? But if we do some calculations, which you guys know I'm all about the calculations, right? So if we take the now current price of 97,660, right? This is how we can do some basic arithmetic and see what we missed out on, right? this is the current price of one Bitcoin. If we divide by 16,000, and let's just say 500, which is what the bottom was on Bitcoin, then that means that you would have 6x'd your money since then. So that's a 5.91xer. We can go ahead and round up to 6 times, meaning that if just 2 years ago, let's just assume you invested, I don't know, let's think something reasonable that, something that most people might have been able to invest. Let's just say $1,500. Let's just say throughout 6 months worth of time, you were able to, manage to collect $1,500 and you put it in Bitcoin. That means that times 5.91%, your $1,500 in less than 2 years' time, thanks to Bitcoin, would have transformed to nearly $9,000, and all you would have had to do was have some conviction, clench your nutsacks really nice, and say, I'm holding, I'm hodling, and nothing is making me sell. And if you were able to do that successfully, then man, you are profiting tremendously. And it's not over yet. I mean, it's at 97,000, but rest assured, believe me and mark my words, Bitcoin is going to hit 100K and it's going to soar a lot higher than 100K. So we're going to have to check in next week and see where we're at. But to give you guys a better idea, let's just say, right, that you have a little bit more money in the bank, either because you have a very good paying job, or maybe your expenses are low, or maybe you're single and don't have a family, you don't have children, and you're able really to just kind of save more money than most people. Let's just say that you were able to save up $6,000 and invest those $6,000 into Bitcoin. Well, those $6,000 now times 5.91, what are we looking at? Now we have $35,000 in the bank, all from just $6,000 worth of Bitcoin. So this is where the power of the multiplying effect comes in, because it is really important where and when you buy in. So those people who had balls of steel, who bought into Bitcoin at $16,000 when everyone was against Bitcoin, those are the people right now that are laying in a lot of dough. And trust me, there's a lot, and I mean a lot of big players in this space. They're not just investing a couple thousand. They're not even investing a couple 20,000. They're investing millions upon millions of dollars on these plays. They're patient, they know what they're doing, and before you know it, their 10 million now turned into $60 million, right? So it's some crazy stuff out here. But let me go ahead and catch up here with the chat. Vicente said, don't glaze it too don't glaze it too much. Y'all are funny. Juan Remus say, I'll buy it. Stormy Day with the high followed by like 13 eyes. I love it. Stormy Day, I'm on the S21 and I unlocked it very early. Nice. You were saying that on the other stream, I think. Jenna says, I like the absence of the mullet. Well, thank you. The mullet was experimental, and as usual, there are things that you just try in life, and sometimes they're just not what you thought initially. I was initially a fan of the mullet, but now I kind of like this. It's just less hassle, and for right now, again, it's in that awkward middle phase, but in like a month or two, the hair here is going to grow, and it's going to be nice and wavy. So thank you for the input, Jenna, I suppose. Anyway, Stormy Day. Also, I didn't have to go to a store and I didn't have to call anyone to unlock it. So how did you do it? Did you just like do it online through their website? Miss History Buff, the plum bands are so pretty. You're talking about this one, right? I've heard a lot of things. Is this Plum? Yes, this is the Plum Sport Band. I have heard a lot about this one. Now, what you'll find interesting is that I haven't even had a chance to even open them. Like, I've been so damn busy that, like, look, they're all still unopened. So, like, what do we have? We have Plum, Denim, Lake Green, Light Blush, Starlight, Black, and Stone Gray. So, tomorrow, I'm going to be up bright and early catching that sunlight and getting those outdoor videos. And then, yeah, more than likely tomorrow that video will be uploaded and followed by the iPad mini review. And then I also have all the other bands in the living room. So I have about another 4 to 5 styles, and I've realized that I'm just going to have to postpone that giveaway until right before Christmas. So let me look at my schedule. Christmas is going to be on a Wednesday. So actually, no, wait, no, that might not work. Sorry, guys. So Let's put it for December 22nd. December 22nd will be the new giveaway announcement. And like I said, by pushing it back and as a token of my apology, I'm going to go ahead and throw in another winner on the hidden band giveaway, and I'm going to announce this all on the videos. So you guys are getting an early kind of access to the giveaway information. Just know it's going to be postponed to December 22nd because I still have about another 4 style of bands to review, and I want to review all of them to make sure that everyone gets a fair chance at winning. So thanks for your patience, guys, but thankfully I have everything that I need now in the studio because, like I said, some of these band styles and that titanium watch specifically, the gold one, which is actually the one that I have on my wrist right now, they were taking forever, and I mean forever and a day to deliver. I remember I ordered this one on launch day, and it was like 10 minutes in. There's no way that I could have been like so slow to have ordered my stuff. And this one just arrived for me like a week before Thanksgiving. So that's what was holding me back a lot because I wanted to model a lot of these bands on the newer brushed titanium watches, and I just didn't have them yet. And it was bugging me internally. I was like, ugh, like I need these watches because people are going to want to know. People are going to want to know how the natural titanium Series 10 looks like with some of these sport bands, right? Because I want to cover them all. Obviously, you guys know that I have my black Ultra, I have my silver Ultra, I have my Series 10 in pink and jet black. The ones that I was missing were the brushed titanium, and I finally have them. So thankfully, back to work. All right, so let me see. Stormy Day, he was reviewing a camera. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Miss History Buff, I use YouTube Premium, so no ads unless within the video. Nice. And then Vicente says, so fam bro, let's talk crypto. I can give info about XRP. Yes. Okay. And then he followed up. Vicente said, XRP, bro. Look at XRP a month ago. XRP will be banking institution to banking institutional transactions. Tokenization of assets will begin with XRP and CRP Ledger. See, this is where I'm fortunate to have a couple friends. I know Carlos Delgado, he sent something earlier. I'm not sure if my boy Carlos is still on the chat right now, but oh, hold on. Oh my goodness, that was dangerous. Okay, good. It survived. So it did hit the corner of but no, thankfully everything is okay. So anyway, I was going to say, I'm very thankful to have friends who are very well versed in the world of crypto. So Carlos Delgado is one of them, and he was on here earlier, and I'm not sure if he's on here yet. But my boy knows a lot about Bitcoin and the Bitcoin space. And now Vicente, our moderator, is here to tell us a little bit about XRP. So XRP is another token, another cryptocurrency for those that aren't well versed in anything crypto. I really don't know much about it, so I can't really speak much on it. I do want to hang out with Vicente very soon. Or rather, Vicente, what would you think if we had like kind of like a dual live stream where both me and you are on camera? We both have our own microphones, you know? And what if we just talk a little bit about XRP and some of these? Oh no, it chipped a little bit here on the screen protector. Damn it. Okay, this is fine because I did order a 2-pack off Amazon, but damn, day one and it already fell. That's annoying. It did crack right here a little bit on the screen protector. Wow, I'm disappointed in myself. I'm Mr. Butterfingers right now, but yeah, it is on the screen protector. It is what it is. No, but XRP. I will give credit where credit's due. With Mr. Vicente, our channel moderator, and that is that, man, he told me like 3-4 months ago in XRP then versus now, it would have been like what, like a 4x? Is that right, Vicente? So he did tell me about it, but at the same time, I'm someone who follows more of your traditional stocks, and I sell options on the market. So while I do dabble in crypto, my thing is with stock options. So I play a lot of two-legged plays, a lot of credit spreads. I sell puts. I'll sell a call against my long call for anyone that knows what that even means. So yeah, I just dabble a lot with options because it's a lot of mathematics. So with options, you have those Greeks, right? The 5 big ones are delta, gamma, theta, rho, and Vega. Now, just to do a quick crash course over them, delta represents the change in the underlying price action, and it will dictate how that option will go up or down given a $1 change in the price action. Gamma is a second derivative of delta. So in essence, delta manages what gamma does, if that makes any sense. So gamma basically just lets you know how much delta will be increased by given a $1 change in the underlying. Then Vega is a lot of people's favorites. Vega is the volatility kind of Greek. So something like Tesla, for example, would have a lot of Vegas. That means that Tesla is a company that is traded so heavily throughout one business day that it's insane, and it can have some massive swings in one single trading day. I mean, it's not uncommon to see Tesla stock go up, I don't know, like 30 points in one single trading day versus something like, I don't know, like Coca-Cola, right? Coca-Cola is one of those companies. It's very conservative. They make a ton of money, and their stock is just kind of really stable. There's not a lot of volatility because, I mean, there's not that much exciting stuff going around with Coca-Cola. I mean, it's everywhere. Everyone knows what Coke is. It's sold all over the world, right? So, like, Coca-Cola might, at its maximum, go up or down like $4, $5 in one single trading day, if that. And if Coca-Cola moves 4 points in one day, that is seen as like, whoa, what is going on with Coke? Versus Tesla, on an average trading day, it can easily go down 10 points. By points, I mean dollars, right? And that's nothing new for Tesla. So that's what I mean about volatility. Let me see. So Kayla C says, I'm pretty sure she was talking about when you were holding the iPad in one hand. Oh, yes. Thank you, Kayla. I see. So wait, what did you say, Jenna? Girl, no one else has those monsters. Oh, what do you mean? My hands aren't even that big. They're like above average. If I had to put them on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe they'd be a 7. I've seen way bigger hands. But you mean to tell me the iPad mini's not big? I mean, look, I still have plenty of space left. I mean, granted, I did figure out recently, and this is coming from my body dysmorphia, because as a kid and as a teenager and even as a young adult, I was very skinny, like extremely skinny, to the point where like I looked anorexic. So I'll never forget that when I was in high school, I was a sophomore. So God, how old is a sophomore? Like what? 15, 14, something like that. Anyway, I was 5'11", and I was weighing in at 132 pounds. Yeah. So my height, even though 5'11" isn't exactly the tallest in the world, it made me look a lot skinnier and lankier, and I got made fun of for it a lot. So now, fast forward a few years after a lot of weightlifting, after taking mass gainers and all this and that, now I am where I am. And I realized that my hand also grew with me, right? And with that, my fingers, I didn't even realize. So like when I ordered my Samsung Galaxy Ring, in my head, their sizing was like from a 3 to like a 12, I think. And I was like, oh, I'm easy somewhere in the middle. I'm easy like a 6 or like a 5, right? Like I'm going to order a 5 or a 6. And something told me to like, no, wait, you should measure it. Like you should make sure. Come to find out, fuck a 5 or a 6. I'm actually an 11 in a ring size. So like I guess I do have some pretty fat fingers. I don't know, because this is the second highest size for rings that Samsung offers, and I don't know how I happen to get a size 11. So anyway, that was new for me. Gareth saying, what's up, bro? Always with the 2 Z's, man. I love when Gareth pulls up here and says that. What's up, man? Hopefully you've been good. Miss History Buff says, no Bitcoin for me. Now, Miss History Buff, I do feel you on that. I do know that Bitcoin has its pros and cons. And so, hey, I respect everyone's opinion, especially those who would prefer to stick to like the traditional kind of stocks, you know, like Meta or Nvidia, or especially these growth stocks, these new growth stories like Square. PayPal's a potential one, even though it hasn't moved in like forever. But there's a lot of these like tried and true stocks. I mean, I, for one, am very invested in Meta right now. And Meta pays a dividend now. So that's another really good thing. Stormy Day says, Samsung Galaxy Note 10. I know where this is going. Watch 3 battery drain test. The Watch 3 XR. Oh, Jenna with the poop emoji, but it's pink. Stormy Day says, yeah, AT&T has a website where you can get your phone unlocked, and as long as the phone is paid off, you can unlock it. Yes. So a lot of customers will get mad at me, and they give me the stank eye look when they come in and they're like, hey, like, I just want to unlock my phone. And we're like, yeah, well, we don't do that here. You have to do it through the website. And they're like, well, help me. And I'm like, ask, do not give me a command to help you, because that's the number one way to piss me off and not to help you. How's about asking, can you help me? I'm a little tech illiterate. And then I will do the Google search for you, and then I will give you back your phone, and you can do the rest, because I'm assuming that you can read because you have a phone and you can very easily follow the steps. It's very simple. So thank you, Stormy Day, right, for letting us know that unlocking your phone is very simple and it's very easy. All you have to do is read, and you pretty much got it. So anyway, I'm passionate about it because people where I work at, it baffles me, especially for those of you that work with the general public, whether that's in sales, whether that's like in serving, or whether that's like, I don't know, as like a secretary, you know, stuff like that. In an office role, you'll come to find out that working with the general public, you realize that a lot of people are imbeciles. A lot of people are very stupid. And then you wonder, how do you go about your day being this stupid? Like sometimes this is just retail stuff, but people will be like, what's my balance? Oh, you owe $500. And they're like, well, I can't pay all that much. How's about I pay half? Sure. $250. Cash or card. They swipe their card. Here's your receipt. There you go. Have a nice day. Anything else? They're like, yeah, just another thing. So what's my balance now? And I'm like, you can't be serious. I just told you it was $500. You gave me $250. You really mean to tell me you can't do that in your head? And even if you can't do it in your head, I understand how everyone is that gifted in mathematics. I get that. Cool. But don't you think that you would have enough of a brain to be like, I have a calculator in my pocket. It's right here. How's about I just take out my phone and do 500 minus 250? Come to find out, my balance is 250. Now I didn't have to waste this man's time because he already exited my account. You know, like, and that's just one example of people being stupid. I swear to God, sometimes people just... And another thing, let me ask my older audience. Now, I am a millennial. I am 29. I'm not that old, okay? Like, I'm not a baby, but I'm not that old. But what is it with people? And I guess the elderly folks, or at least the older generations, tend to think that swapping over the SIM card, which nowadays it's all eSIM, swapping over the SIM card means you transfer everything. Like everything. I'm talking apps, photos, videos. It doesn't work that way. When you move your SIM card, all you're moving is your number. Now, I want to say my theory is that back in the day, right, a lot of these phones, especially these Samsung phones, in the SIM card tray, it had a separate slot for an SD card. In other words, you had expandable storage. Maybe this is why some people tend to think that their SIM card like transfers everything over. I've had people yell at me because they're like, no, I don't want my stuff transferred onto my son's phone. All my photos he's going to see. Relax. Hey, listen, sir, calm down. Calm down, sir. You said you wanted your number on your son's phone. Your pictures aren't being transferred. Relax. Okay, let me do my job. I know what I'm doing. And then they're like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, okay, now that you say that, and then lo and behold, all you had to do to transfer the line is just put the SIM card in, and that's it. And people sometimes drive 45 minutes for that. Like, could you not have like Googled this? Like, you know what I mean? So anyway, I get it. Different generation. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be inconsiderate here. It's just I'm a millennial and I'm really into tech. But sometimes this stuff is very straightforward. Like, it's very simple. And I feel like people just complicate it a lot. Miss History Buff says, I just got my granddaughter the bare bones storage for the iPad 10 without cell. She's an art major, so she'll be using for art at home. That's not bad at all. Yeah, in that case, if she's using the Apple Pencil a lot and isn't even really surfing the internet all that much, that's really all you need is just Wi-Fi, because, I mean, she can sketch and draw on her notes or whatever. I'm sure she has some pro-level apps for her sketches. You don't really even need data for that. So you can be completely off of data and off of Wi-Fi and just use the Apple Pencil to sketch. So I like that. Vicente says, look at XRP. A month ago, XRP will be banking institutions. Oh, I already read that. Kayla says, did you add PA. Wait, what? Stormy Day, 20 likes. Thank you for the update on the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, if you can remember, go ahead and hit that like button. It always means the world to me. And it helps these live streams reach more eyes. Vicente says, yes, can talk about XRP and ISO 222. Yeah, 4X. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So Vicente, I know that it's really hard to try to explain a lot and in depth of what's going on with XRP. So Vicente, after this live stream, or probably tomorrow, because I'm really tired. I think after this live stream, I'm just going to knock out. How's about we make a plan to do a live stream where it's both of us, we'll both have a microphone, and then that way we can go back and forth, and you can kind of explain a little bit about not only what XRP does in the future, but also how some people can potentially make money with it, because cryptocurrency, ladies and gentlemen, as much as people like to be afraid of it, it's here to stay and it's the future. I mean, what can I say? There's people who are afraid of AI. Guess what? People were afraid of the internet back in the early 2000s, and what would you believe? The internet is here, and it's been here to stay. Same thing with AI, same thing with cryptocurrency. It's just, it's not a fad. It's here to stay, and this is simply our future. So to have an ally, to have someone like Vicente, our moderator, to be able to tell us a little bit more in depth about the inner workings of this is just phenomenal. I think it's really cool. So hopefully he can do that. Stormy Day, the Juan and Only podcast coming back. The Juan and Vicente. Maybe. Actually, we might have to record another video. Vicente wanted to record a second episode. Now, with the podcast, it was really hard because I, at the time, was trying to figure out like the different cameras and different microphones. Really, all I need is just another Shure microphone, because for anyone that's into audio tech, it's really, really hard to use a 2-channel setup when you have 2 different distinct style of phones. Damn it, I was trying to put my audio Focusrite Scarlett on camera, but it's really hard when you have 2 different channels and you're working on them independently versus having 1 channel, right? Just 1 channel of audio, and both of your audio inputs are going to that 1 channel. So it makes editing easier. It just it lowers a lot of complexity, and that was my issue, and I hated it because that podcast took me forever to edit, mainly because of the audio. So the podcast will be coming back, but I just have to figure out the inner workings of how to do it. Stormy Day, Samsung Galaxy X. What is the X Cover Pro? Oh, wait. Isn't that one of the new displays? The Ring doorbell battery drain. Stormy Day, you make me crack up. I swear. Yeah, and also budget phones still have micro SD card slots. Maybe that's it. I mean, see, this is why I cut them a little bit of slack, but it's the overreacting especially when that one guy who's like, don't move my stuff over. Like, bruh, chill, bro. You're scaring the children, man. There's kids here. Lower your voice, bruh. Like, it ain't the end of the world. Just relax. So maybe that's why. Kayla, protection, $17. Hey, you're right. You're talking about me dropping this. Man, I'm still disappointed. It's really small. It's really, really small. But I'm just me knowing how I am. It's just, this is what I'm going to just gravitate towards. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can even really see it, but it's that tiny chip right there at the very bottom of my screen protector. And I just installed it like 6 hours ago. Like, I kid you not, it wasn't even that long ago. Okay, sounds good. I'm almost over my shingles, I think. Oh, yeah, guys, Vicente had shingles. So make sure to say good things to Vicente. Manifest, pray for him, whatever it is that you do or feel comfortable with. Vicente is recovering from shingles. And from what I've heard, my mom had shingles, and she said it hurts like hell. So shout out to Vicente for, being a warrior and kind of just toughing it out. Vicente, I hope you get better because, man, I've heard shingles fucking sucks. Okay, that's my 3rd cuss word. I'm done cussing. Miss History Buff, 72 years old, got a new iPhone 16, gave my husband my iPhone 14, transferred his phone data from the SE to my old 14. No problems. His stuff is on my old phone without problem. But see, Miss History Buff, this is why, it's, yes, of course, demographics kind of more or less will fall into a certain group, but so long as you know how to do it, it's easy. And on top of that, maybe Miss History Buff, maybe since you are you what? Would you be a baby boomer or would you be Gen X? No, you'd be a baby boomer, I think. Can you kind of give me a little bit of insight of your generation? And because I mean, I'm 29, right? Like, again, I go back, I'm not a kid anymore, but I always say that, like, once you stop learning how to do things or having the willpower to learn new things, let me rephrase that, is when everything starts to go downhill. So like, Miss History Buff, is it something that has to do with your generation specifically? Because from my experience, it definitely is a lot of baby boomers that have that kind of entitled kind of spirit where it's just like, I don't want to do this and I don't want to know how to do this. Just do it for me. So is it like a generational thing, or do you think it's just something that comes with age, and as people age, they just kind of don't pursue any new knowledge? I guess that's a very deep question. I wish I had a water bottle nearby because my throat is really, really drying up. I don't think I have any water nearby. Dang it, I may have to cut this live stream a little short because my throat is already hurting. I see a water bottle, but it's on my bookcase and too much stuff in the way. So I'm just going to tough through this one. Where was I? Oh, Jenna, sore? Hang in there, buddy. You'll one day be shingle. Oh, one day be shingle free. 2017 MacBook Air versus Roku TV remote battery drain test. The MacBook Air is gonna actually no. I mean the Roku remotes last a really long time. But how would I justify this video if I were to do a MacBook Air versus Roku remote? Who would find that information valuable? Like, it would be such a joke. I get it. But like, I wonder if there'd be one person out there in the world who would genuinely be like, ah, yes, the video I was searching for. If I find that person, I'm flying to them and shaking their hand because that'd be funny as hell. Kayla, I see it. Feel better. I had a friend that had it. She said it was horrible. Let me remind you guys that Hildita, my beautiful mother Hildita, she had shingles as well. And what sucked for her, and this is where I feel like it's a little bit of systemic racism. I don't know. I could be wrong. But, you know, my mom doesn't speak English. And obviously, especially where I live in North Georgia, in my specific county, we have a very large Hispanic speaking population. Thus, a lot of our workforce is also bilingual. So I'm sure there were nurses that were bilingual. But when my mom first got shingles, she showed us like her rash and whatnot. But it never clicked to any of us that she may have had shingles. So she complained so much about this back pain. And just in general, she would be feeling really, really like poop. And it wouldn't go away. It'd be like 2 or 3 weeks, and she would still just complain of this aching and sores, and she felt horrible. And she would go to the doctors, and they just tell her that it was like a cold or like a fever. And my mom genuinely thought at one point she was gonna die. I know, my precious mother, like it hurt her that bad. So I don't know if it was just miscommunication, but finally she went to this pretty much Spanish-speaking only clinic where all the doctors only spoke Spanish. And she was able to actually kind of explain a little bit more in detail as to what her issues were. And lo and behold, at this clinic where she only paid like $50 cash out of pocket or whatever, because they didn't accept her insurance, that's where they diagnosed her with shingles. La culebrita is what we call it in Spanish. So when she told us, we're like, oh, sorry. This makes a lot of sense. Now, I saw my mom go through shingles, and man, that poor mother, that poor woman, she is a gladiator. She is a warrior. So, yeah, when I say shingles, I do not wish on my worst enemy. Vicente, man, you're a warrior too for toughing that out. All right, let me see. I'm going to try to wrap this up pretty soon. D Diamond, I want to get an iPad mini 7 but don't know which size to get, 128 or 256. Now Diamond, did I see one of your messages earlier? You asked what storage. So this is going to be a 128, so nothing too fancy. As you can see right there, the capacity is 128. Really, I have a lot of iCloud storage anyway. The plan that I have on my iCloud is, I think, the 2 terabyte. So I'm pretty good. Let me see. I have 2.2 terabyte actually, and I only have 1.3 of said 2 terabyte filled up. So there you go. So I'm pretty good on storage. I normally don't even get the bigger storage anyway because I have so much in iCloud. Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 versus Apple Magic Mouse 2 battery drain test. Vicente saying thank you, everyone. Miss History Buff says, it's just me always loving tech. I was a kid who knew how to set up the color TV in our home. In the 60s, I was always drawn to the new and shiny computers in the 80s, etc. I love that, Miss History Buff. You remind me of me. Literally, I am that tech guy in the family. So in that way, I mean, we're very similar, right? Like, I've just always been drawn to tech. I've always wanted to learn a little bit more about the inner workings. And also by going to school and being able to learn how to code, I was able to realize, like, wow, all of our gadgets, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all code, right? It's just, it looks nice and pretty for us, but behind it all is just a ton of code. That's all it is. And so, yeah, I'm just always gravitated towards tech as well. Stormy Day, not the Wii U Pro, Wii U Pro controller. I remember that thing versus Apple TV Remote 2022. Even the year. Battery drain test. I'm so dead. Not the clickbait on the newer Apple TV Remote. That's insane. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've been streaming for 49 minutes and my throat is absolutely killing me. So I think I'm gonna cut it short here. Well, actually, not short. We've been streaming for 50 minutes now. I'm going to keep you guys updated on Wednesday's stream. If you see a video upload on Tuesday, then it more than likely means that there will be a video upload for Wednesday or Thursday, which means no stream. However, I know that you guys like these streams, right? A lot of you guys don't like the premieres and would prefer these lives. I will leave the Wednesday stream 50-50 in the air for now. Next Sunday, though, is a definite stream. There's not much going on, I think, in my life next Sunday. I don't think. Let me think real quickly. No, I think it's just going to be a normal Sunday for me. So next Sunday is a definitive. This Wednesday, if there's a video out on Tuesday or tomorrow, then you know that more videos are coming. So it's kind of like once I get into the groove of things, I just keep, trying to keep the momentum up. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for everyone who pulled up. Seriously, I love how active this chat was today. Me and Vicente are going to talk about that XRP thing. That way we can actually get him here and we can film I don't know if it'll be pre-recorded or if we're just going to do it live. Me and him are going to discuss and we're going to figure it out, but we're going to get that working as well. I need to go get some water. My throat is killing me. But thank you guys for all of your input here on the live chat. It's been really fun. These 50 minutes went by extremely fast for me, and it always tends to go that way whenever I'm out here chilling with you guys. So wherever you are in the world, whether it's the morning, the afternoon, or the evening, wherever it may be, I hope you have the good rest of it, right? Take care, drink your water. I know that it's in the wintertime right here for North America, for us Americans, but still, it's still important to drink your water. And with that, see you guys later. I'm going to crash out pretty soon. I am tired. I've had such a busy weekend with Black Friday and everything like that. But yeah, until next time, guys, take care. See y'all real soon. Sorry. There we are. Nice. I still can't believe I cracked this thing, man. Fuck.